Hello, everyone. Today, I will discuss the main African and European cultural impact in Caribbean identity, how they fuse together into one cultural identity, and talk about an interesting Caribbean festival and how it is influenced the local language and culture. Cultural contribution and fusion. The Caribbean is a central base of cultural convergence. The presence of Africans and European traditions through history has come together, especially during the colonial and post-slavery era. From Africa, they brought strong rhythm and music that includes the root of reggae, calypso, and soca. Spiritual belief that come from Obeah, Voodoo, and Santeria, blending African spirituality with some aspect of Catholic belief. Food traditions that include specific ingredients like okra, jams, and plantains, which are infused into our food today, like jerk chicken or kalulu. Also, oral traditions that include storytelling and cultural practice in wakes, like Night Night, which is done to honor and celebrate the life of the deceased. Colonizers from Europe brought with them languages like English, French, Spanish, and Dutch, Christianity, especially Catholicism, holidays such as Carnival and Christmas, which African communities later adopted into something new. Over time, these cultures met and resulted in true Caribbean creations. Creole languages like Jamaican Patois and Haitian Creole, hybrid musical genres such as fusion music, which marries African rhythm with European melody, Carnival, which blends African expressions of freedom with European Catholic traditions, and in the local language, this cultural merging is also reflected. From African languages, Nayam, meaning to eat, in Jamaican Patois. From French, mercy still survives in many French-based creoles. In common, everyday expressions like wawam, what's going on, which use English words but follows an African influenced structure. Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. Let's take a closer look at one of the liveliest and most vibrant Caribbean festival, Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. The carnival traditions originated with the French colonists in the 18th century in the form of masked balls held for a date in Geneva as the colonists celebrated before the beginning of Lent. However, when slavery was abolished, the celebration became a powerful tool of identity and cultural expression for freed Africans who brought their own tradition, such as a Cambale music and masquerade, into carnival. Costumes are colorful and elaborate with meanings that seem limitless. They often use feathers, beads, and thematic designs, ranging from mythology to current political commentary. Music includes soca, calypso, and steel pan, all deeply rooted in African musical heritage. The steel pan, in particular, is a musical instrument invented in Trinidad. Dancing is another unique element of Carnival and Trinidadian culture. Street dancing is common, but one of the most iconic styles is winning, a rhythmic circular movement of the hips. In the local language, many expressions have developed directly from carnival culture. Fete refers to a big party. Jump up means to join in street dancing. Bacchanal refers to wild celebration or even chaos in everyday conversation. For example, are you going to the fete tonight? That party last night was full of bacchanals. These expressions have become part of everyday Caribbean speech, carrying both cultural nuance and the spirit of festivity. In conclusion, African and European culture have indeed shaped the Caribbean, but the region has created a cultural identity of its own. Through music, language, food, and celebrations like Carnival, the Caribbean identity is expressed in the joy and rhythm of daily life.